Greetings friends, Steven here. Welcome to my review of the game The Starship Damrey. Now this is for your Nintendo 3DS. Once again, it is a game from the eShop, and you can get it for $7.99. Is it worth buying? Is it worth your $7.99? Yes, it is. I really like this game. It's over far too soon, but that's not to say that it's too short a game. I felt that the length of the game was pretty much what it needed to be. What we have here is, I guess you could say it's like a first-person point-and-click adventure game, if that makes sense. You know what I mean, like King's Quest sort of games where you're like clicking on things, finding items, and using them in other places. And of course, first-person camera angle, where you're just looking where you're going. It's basically that. The story is you're a guy, and he's on a spaceship or something, and unfortunately, you're trapped in your stasis pod. If you've seen the Alien movie, or I guess, not mostly just the original Alien movie, if you're familiar with those sort of stasis pods, maybe Aliens too, I can't remember this point. That's pretty much what you're getting here. You're a guy, you're in a stasis pod, but your stasis pod has been locked from the outside, and the only way you can actually free yourself is by using your stasis pod PC thing and controlling a pretty basic robot thing. Now, when you have control of the robot thing, let me just point out one thing right away. The only puzzle I had any real problems with was right at the start, just to get control of the robot. There's this thing where you have to type in commands for the keyboard, and it's like up. So you hit up, and then it says down, and you hit down, and it says left. You hit left, then you hit right, and it says right, and then it goes, you're wrong. And I was like, what? Turns out you had to actually type up, like UP, and then you type down DOWN. And that's not how computers work. That was one of the stupidest things I had. One of the things I had the most issue with the game. But aside from that thing right at the start, yeah, it's fun. It's almost even like a horror game, because there are moments where there's something or someone there, some sort of a ghost-like creature. I won't give anything away. It's one of those games where you can't really describe too much about it because you'll give a whole lot away, and of course that would defeat the purpose of you guys trying the game, and I hope you do, because if you've been watching my reviews, you know I've been playing a lot of iffy games, so-so games. Just before this I reviewed the game Candle Route, which I wasn't a big fan of. I wanted to like that game, much like I wanted to like Starship, and I do like Starship, so that's why I'm definitely looking forward to continuing on with this review. So, like I said, you're controlling a robot, and you're moving from throughout the Starship Damrey, of course, and the end goal, of course, is to free your own body from this stasis pod. But you'll find that the whole ship, like any kind of Resident Evil sort of survival horror kind of story, that everything's been shut down, and doors are locked, and there's bodies all over the place, and you seem to be the only thing there. Or are you? Well, maybe there's other people there. There's some sort of a ghost-like creature, and there may be other things as well. And so you know the drill. You find a key, you open a door. Some robot is in the way, so you have to find a way to stop that robot from blocking your path. You know, simple, that sort of cause and effect kind of gameplay. They also threw in a feature where there's space leeches, and it's just like a little extra thing. If you find all the leeches and squish them with your robot thumb or whatever, then you can unlock a few extra features. The extra features are not really worth the trouble, but I think you will enjoy hunting down those extra things anyways. Excuse me. It even has, no, this is one of those level 5 games where they've done 6 of them now, and they're pretty much all good. I should probably review the rest of them too. But if you have other games from their series, and the Starship Damrey recognizes that, then you'll unlock further backlogs and story of the characters in the game. And so that's a neat little idea. So like I said, it is a bit of a shorter game. You won't say to yourself, you'll want there to be more of the game, but at the same time the story doesn't need there to be any more. So in a way it's kind of the ideal handheld game in that regard, because you'll play it, you'll enjoy it, you'll beat it, and you'll have enjoyed your time, and that's really what you want from a video game, I think. The gameplay itself, I wouldn't say it's fun gameplay, but you'll enjoy discovering what's happened to the Starship Damrey, and I think you'll enjoy your time trying to piece everything back together again. There's even a few cutscenes where it's kind of being humorous. It's like silly, like slapstick, like your robot will be in 0G at one point, then I think it hits its head, and it's just silly things. But yeah, Starship Damrey, I definitely recommend this one. Once again, it is for your Nintendo 3DS in the eShop. At this time, I can't remember any sights or sounds. I know that there is a AI, like the computer ship's AI. It'll talk to you from time to time. That's a pretty cool sounding voice. Kind of has, once again, that sort of like 2001: A Space Odyssey or Alien, that sort of like cold, soulless PC voice. I won't say whether or not it'll help you or hinder you in the end of the game. But, yeah. Neat little game. It's very good at getting that cold darkness of space, that sort of atmosphere, because the ship that you'll be rolling your little robot through is very dark, and really you can't see too far ahead of you either. So there's a few sort of, I guess you wouldn't really call it a horror game, but there are moments where things will startle you just because you'll be darkness, dead body, you're like, ugh. And of course it does have the 3DS 3D feature, and I always had the 3D on for pretty much every game I play. This one, 3D was good. Didn't really do a whole lot. Obviously, if you're in a 3D corridor, it does help to create that field of depth. But yeah, really no real complaints for the game. If I were one of those folks that gave games scores, I'd probably give it like a 9 out of 10 or something. Few iffy puzzles, and the game is short. Especially for the price. Maybe if it were like $4.99, that might be a better deal. You could, if you're still thinking about it, you might want to wait for a sale. I know that some of these other level 5 mini games did go on sale a while ago. Like that one where you're doing the aeroport luggage. I haven't even tried that one. That was like $3 for a while. So it might be worth your while to wait if you haven't bought the game yet. But yeah, I guess that's about all I want to say. If there's anything else that I think of that I didn't mention here, I will add it to my video description. And of course, feel free to leave a comment if you agreed with my view, if you loved the game, or if you hated the game, by all means let us know in the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching my review, and I'll see you guys soon.
You may be suffering from amnesia due to the cold sleep. This is most unfortunate. I am Sam. Think of me as an advanced AI personal concierge. Please abide by Shipboard Guidelines Article 13.4. My database does not contain further details.